Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask industry insiders deep, inquisitive questions and give them far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is acclaimed engineer, producer, mixer, Brian Moncarz. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, Daniel. I'm good.
Cool. Okay, you know the drill, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Okay, question number one. How has the shutdown impacted your life?
Well, I moved all of my gear from my studio to my basement. And like most people, I'm mixing in my basement, having fun, trying to get the best possible mixes out to my clients. Largely successful, running to my garage a lot to have a listen in my car, and make sure those mixes, meet my criteria before I send them out. But by and large, it's been, it's been okay.
Question two. What have you been doing to pivot and adapt your own skills to the current situation?
Oh, that's a tough question.
We only ask tough questions here.
Getting used to making a lot of video conference calls, or video chats, which I had never really done in the past, and now I seem to do it daily. So, trying to get my oh man, you stumped me. I don't know. I'm just working and trying to go with the flow.
Question three. Here's a serious one for you. What do you think recovery is going to look like for the audio industry?
I actually think recovery is going to be a positive thing for us. I've had so many chats with clients asking me to produce records when we get out of this. I think a ton of people are being very creative during this time, writing a ton, and they're going to be itching to get back into the studio once we're all able to be in a room together. So I really think that this, although now seems like a negative thing, it's going to flip into something very positive. And, all right.
And this actually ties into the other question. With the sudden surge of from-home live streams, what's the most surprising thing you've noticed about how artists are adapting to this?
Yeah, I've participated in a few streams where bands that I've worked with in the past have sort of opened up dialogue with their fan base. And they've included me in those discussions on how we made records, and it's been interesting. I mean, I've really seen a real direct connect from artist to fan during this time, which I think is really positive. I mean, I guess all we can do is look for positive.
Next question. Again. If you had a late night talk show, who would be your first guest?
Like someone current?
Could be anyone living or dead.
Anyone living or dead. It would be Stevie Ray Vaughan. My whole life, I've always wanted to have a chat with him. The way he approaches music was so passionate, from such a passionate place. I'd love to, have an opportunity to pick his brain. Obviously that can't happen, but one can dream.
Indeed. Okay, I'm going to put 30 seconds more on the clock, and I'm going to ask you to answer for me any question you wish I had asked you.
Oh man. Any question? Yeah. Well, let me think about this. I wish you had asked me about my beard. It's pretty epic since we last saw each other, It's grown a lot.
You that. Yes, you have definitely you have definitely cultivated the landscape there, man.
It's grown a lot during quarantine, and I'm really proud of it.
What can one say about a beard?
I know. You just gotta just make light of this. Of this situation.
Absolutely, man. Everybody I know is developing shut-in hair right now.
I know. Well, see, I can't do that, so I can do it here. And
lucky you, man.
That's all that counts.
Easy maintenance, Hey,
it is.
Well, Absolutely. Thank you for being our guest and playing our game.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.